Hi everyone. So our sectional tests are going to complete this week. Our last test, the second and last test for economy will be completed, and the first test we have completed till national income and inflation, money and banking. So these were the major units we covered in the first test, and the remaining all topics we will cover in the next test, that is second test, and the major topics will be all topics related with the unit financial sector and then public finance, all topics related with government budgeting, public finance and external sector and all remaining topics like sectors of economy, service sector, infrastructure, industry, agriculture, all those topics would be covered in this 7th unit miscellaneous topics. Within this test, we will complete all topics which are related with economy, and altogether there will be some questions that maybe you were not studied in the syllabus and the topics. Why? Because out of the total 100 questions, as you know, only 16 questions, however you prepared, only 16 questions will be asked from the area you studied. 40 questions will be unfamiliar. So to solve those kind of questions, you need to be ready within now onwards. So that's why we are including those topics which are unfamiliar to you. And under financial sector, the major topics that you need to cover is one from money market, all money market instruments, government securities, treasury bills, and call money market, notice money market, all these short-term money instruments and short-term funding mechanism that you need to study on this money market, and then capital market, long-term fund mechanisms available, and the kind of market and the stock exchanges. Then investment funds like mutual funds, different kinds of trusts, infrastructure investment trust, real estate investment trust, those long-term funds available in the market, investment funds. Then different kinds of bonds, elephant bonds, Maharaja bonds, masala bonds, all those things. Then stock exchanges, investment funds, bonds, SEBI, controller in financial market, Securities Exchange Board of India, functions, authority, and regulatory mechanisms used by SEBI. All this will be covered in this financial sector unit. And the public finance topics that may be asked from public finance, mainly a government budget, different aspects, different units of government budget, government revenue, expenditure, capital expenditure, and fiscal deficit, primary deficit, all those topics. Then taxation, terms, concepts related with taxation, direct taxes, indirect taxes, and different kinds of indirect taxes, how this increase or decrease in indirect taxes and direct taxes affects the economic functioning, and GST. This is very important topic. GST, goods and service tax, and indirect tax, how this GST is functioning, how it is implemented, and what are the authority who defines this GST and how this is distributed among states and how this income devolution is distributing. And then 15th Finance Commission reports and recommendations of Finance Commission. All these are the important topics under public finance. Then external sector. All those topics related with India's trade with the outside world. That will be asked in this external sector. That can be asked in external sector. Mainly balance of payment, current account deficit, that is export minus imports, how India's balance of payment is functioning, which is the area where we are earning incomes in external sector, whether it is from exports, imports, or from cap, and how this FTI inflow and outflow happening, foreign direct investment and foreign portfolio investment, how this is functioning. All these topics and relevant current affairs related with external sector, that is India's trade with the outside world, that also a part of this test that is going to conduct. And all miscellaneous topics from agriculture. Last year there were number of questions asked from agriculture alone. Yes, there is both economic and geographical environmental questions for agriculture asked, but agriculture is getting importance. Okay, and then industry, infrastructure, then service sector, which is the largest contributor of employment in India, and human development, human capital. Okay, all those miscellaneous topics related with microeconomics also, and reports, international organizations, reports and committees, etc. All these topics will be from this miscellaneous side, that is sectors of economy that you can call. So this will be the syllabus for last test, and there is growing importance. Before 2-3 years back, majority of the questions were asked from this basic unit like national income, inflation, money and banking. For the last 5 or 6 years, there is growing importance for these area that include financial sector, public finance, external sector, and miscellaneous subjects, more importantly, like from infrastructure, agriculture, industry. So you need to cover all these topics. Use your materials. You can use NCRT for first reading, then some standard books that we have discussed in the last session, last video, and the materials that we are providing. And also you need to use one standard current affair material. Vision PT, okay, it's better, you can use it, but just one standard current affair material, okay. Don't follow or read 2 or 3 or many more current affairs. It's better to follow one and read many more times. Okay, that will be good strategy. So this will be the syllabus for the coming test. And while writing answers, we always discuss that go for 2-3 times reading. Don't write a pick answer within the first reading. Go for 2-3 times reading. Only then more accuracy will be acquired while you are answering questions, and otherwise there is high probability to go the answers wrong. So go for 2-3 times reading. And the most important thing is, after your test is over, it's very important to answer those questions using the material, the explanation key we are providing, and revise it 2 or 3 times. That's very important. Only then you will get a result from writing this test. Okay, so that is very important. Writing, taking the test timely, and revising is very important for your preparation. So that's the key, the main thing you need to be very aware. Okay, so that's all. Thank you.